Libra, Libra. This is your collective message from 1144 messages. Thank you for being here. Okay, so you see your spread. Well, hopefully you can see it. I wrote down notes. Let's get started, shall we? So first I have to tell you, while I was shuffling the cards, not just one. First, when I was shuffling the cards, I saw the Justice card a few times. Now I know, Justice, Libra. Okay, I get it. So I didn't think much of it. Then, when I was talking to the divine while I was shuffling the cards, I said, Your Honor. I'm like, what, Your Honor? Like, this isn't court. What's going on here? Still, I was like, okay, Libra, I got it. But now after seeing this reading, I understand now. Someone out there, maybe if it's even just one person, is possibly dealing with a legal matter out there. Just saying. So, I'll read you everything I have, and I'll show you everything I put down. First card out was the Chariot card. Now, let me show you longer. You can really take it all in. I saw this card twice in this deck, and then I saw it in the clarifying deck. So 2 different decks. There's a message there. Now it's Cancerian. It's a Cancerian energy card. Cancer is a water sign, and that talks about, water can basically adjust to just about anything. Water signs are pretty fluid when it comes to sudden changes. They can just adjust to whatever is going on. And so that could be a message there. You're just adjusting and just going with the flow. Whatever comes your way, any obstacle, you're just going around it, going with the flow. You got it. This could be some kind of fast movement regarding your life in some way, maybe business, projects, relationships. Maybe you're taking a trip. Maybe this could have something to do with a vehicle. That's the literal meaning, vehicle and transportation. But it also talks about having control over people and inner conflict and situations. You're taking the reins. You're in charge. You got this. You hold the reins. You got this. It was clarified by the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups talks about fives are about change. So it could, it's movement. It makes sense. But this also talks about like self-pity. Maybe something that you possibly brought on yourself and you're feeling kind of like, woe is me, like, oh, nothing works out and all this other stuff, but you really created this situation for yourself. Sorry, hate to be the one to say that, but it's in the cards, not me. Maybe you feel as if you can't move on from this situation, but Spirit is telling you, yes, you have control. You definitely can move on. So once you get done feeling your feelings about this situation, just understand that you have that power. Take control of the situation, take control of your feelings, and moving on would greatly help you in this situation. Either you are realizing that and you are moving on right now, or you will move on. Next card was the Hanged Man. And that is talking about maybe a situation flipping your life upside down, like literally forcing you to see a different perspective. Take a step back and think, okay, why did this happen to me? What's going on here? Maybe you could be you know, not wanting to let go of your old ways or, the past or something like that. But it would behoove you, you like that? You like that word? To move on from this and let go of whatever this is for your future. It really affected you. I mean, I see that. Even if you brought it on yourself, it really affected you. It was clarified by the Five of Swords. This is more fives here, more change. That refers to some type of fight that maybe you felt that you needed to have, even though really it may not be worth it. It could be a legal matter now. And I told you about what I got as far as the legal stuff. This could have something to do with a legal matter. That's a card of legal matters as well. But maybe now you're seeing things from a different perspective. You're realizing that material things, maybe getting some type of money out of this, that's not all that life is about. Maybe it's better for you to hold on to your sanity instead of worrying about money. It's just not worth the fight. Maybe you're realizing that now after you took some time out. You got the Fool card. And the Fool card talks about new opportunities, a new path. It talks about using your intuition, letting go of baggage, maybe the past, but just having faith that everything will be fine with this situation. And then it was clarified by the Three of Cups, which is a card of positivity and celebration, maybe with others, or maybe just, maybe you just feel celebrated. It could be any of that stuff. So it's telling me that you will make the right decision here if you follow what Spirit is trying to, if you if you pick up what Spirit is putting down, right? Your shadow cards here, Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords talks about, make sure it's still recording. Yes, it is. Ace of Swords talks about getting a message from the divine. And we just talked about that, about this situation. Or maybe it's talking about getting an opportunity handed to you. But what's interesting is this also talks about negotiating contracts, financial issues. It talks about also being focused on a goal, which is interesting because the Chariot also talks about the same thing, like just being so focused on your goal, you're moving forward quickly towards that goal. And whatever's coming up into your way, you're going with the flow, you're maneuvering around it. The Page of Pentacles was another shadow card that I saw. And that talks about, I have to keep checking because that talks about, once again, it's another message about being cautious. I saw this with the Fool card as well. The Fool card talks about making sure, that you're not being too naive, not too trusting, especially when it comes to financial matters here. This Page of Pentacles card also talks about contracts having to do with paperwork, money, possessions, property. Learn all that you can possibly learn about this, which is also the Fool card. The Fool does not really know what's ahead. The Fool is just walking merrily along, happily along, without a care in the world. And even though that can be a good thing at times, in this situation, you need to do the opposite of that. Make sure you learn everything that you need to learn about contracts, paperwork, any of that, so you don't, and this is the phrase that I heard, so that you don't get screwed over. Okay? I did see legal matters again. That justice card, that there's a message there. I just know it has to do with that. You got the Two of Swords as another shadow card. And that was actually the first card that popped out, but I wanted to make sure, that it went with the rest of the reading, so I did not formally include it because of the way it came out, but it looks like it fits. That talks about a decision that you need to make, or a conflict that's going on. This is talking about using your intellect, your intuition. Once again, this also talks about accepting spiritual guidance, maybe, or, tapping into your spiritual guidance. And the Ace of Swords talks about the divine giving you this spiritual guidance. So that's connected. It's telling you to trust your wisdom and your guidance here. And it also talks about a possible financial matter and looking at the whole situation as a whole, honestly. You got the Four of Wands, and that's about happiness, financial security. So, like I said, I do feel that you will make the right decision here, and maybe that's what you will get once you do that. The Five of Pentacles came out, and even though it looks like a bad card, it talks about possible money issues. It's basically a card of need, that, saying that you need something. So it could have something to do with that. Maybe if you are dealing with a legal matter, maybe it's draining your finances, and the divine is saying, look, it's not worth it. Okay? But this is also a card talking about, or urging you to not be too proud to ask for help. Okay? So, those are all the messages that came out for you, lovely Libras. If you'd like to interact with me, feel free, drop a comment if you'd like the video if you like it, and subscribe if you like the vibe. Okay? Thank you, Libra, for joining me. See you later.